Okay, well, it says we are live on Facebook. Now we've just got to find it on the page. And there we go. We are live. Yay, woohoo, we're live. Yay. Well, it's awesome to see you, Ulrike. It's been a while since we've known each other now. I can remember the first time we met, actually, and it was in San Diego, yeah, at the Passion Test Facilitators reunion.
Oh,
and,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I was actually one of the support crew because I was studying to be a master trainer. And I remember meeting you outside the front in the foyer area before the conference even started. I remember chatting with you and you were telling me how you had been doing a course with Bob Proctor. No?
Yes.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That was 2015, yeah.
Yes, it was.
And that's a long time ago, 6 years.
Yes, I know. And so a lot of water's gone under the bridge since then, hasn't it? I mean, we've both gone in different directions and yeah. And now you are a wonderful business coach amongst many other things as well. But yeah, and you've created this unique business strategy for businesses to help them to grow. So I'd love to hear more about your strategy and what you do and what you can achieve and all of that.
Good. So I focus on mindset and on business growth strategies. And today we're going to talk about business growth strategies because I believe our audience here, they would like to grow their business. Yes. And to grow their business, it's actually very, very effective if you use a certain formula. Yeah, and I developed here a 6-step formula that has been working especially for entrepreneurs and those who want to get out there, have their own business. It works for physical business and online. I work a lot, of course, now with COVID, with people online. Yeah. It includes also a strategy for online. So it's a 6-step program, or steps, 6 steps, a growth strategy. And I can share more about the different steps if that's helpful.
Yeah, I'd love to hear about the 6 steps. I'm sure everybody would love to hear about the 6
steps. Good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So step number 1, you want to be the magnet. You want to be the magnet for your clients. That means you want to identify what sets you apart from others, what makes you unique, what's really special about you, because you are special, of course, and you have so many unique skills and talents, and you want to bring them all together. And then you also identify your why. And in the very first step, that's really a deep dive into who you are and then how you can express this in your business, in your products and services. That's the first step.
I like that. And I think that what you said is true. Everyone is unique. And even if 2 people are doing exactly the same things, and they're side by side, people will be attracted to one of the people just because of their energy and the way they are, people, because everyone is unique, people are attracted to different people, aren't they?
Exactly. And people really work with us because of who we are. People, there are many people doing similar things, but the energy we set out and that what makes us unique. I always say it's like we're cooking up this special recipe. You put all the ingredients you have, your experience, your skills and talents, your passions, what you love to do, and you put it all together and you create this perfect recipe who you are.
Yes, that's great.
And then when you did that deep dive into your perfect uniqueness, you then actually know who are your ideal clients. And that's the second step. You look in the mirror and you see oh, wow, this is me. Who would resonate with me? And then you see, okay, those are my ideal clients. Then you want to think about, where do I find them? Do I find them online, offline? And how do they... to what do they resonate with? For example, some clients or some potential clients, they really love videos. Some love written emails, messages, phone calls. So it's a question, who are your clients? Where can you find them? And to what will they get attracted and resonate with? So then they can get to know you. So that's a second step.
And
Yeah, and I know you have worked a lot with the ideal clients attraction, and so that's all about how to attract the ideal clients, and that's where you come into, because you're helping them, your clients, to get really positioned online. Because once you know who you are in the business, how you can express it, and who are your ideal clients, you want to put it out online. You want to be on Facebook, LinkedIn, Clubhouse, wherever you are. You want to make sure that people see you, and that's where you do want to have a good strategy. So that's step number 2. And in step number 3, you identify what matters most. So for your business to grow and to really excel, you identify what matters most. And I use 5 key business pillars where we look at the different key elements a business needs, because most entrepreneurs, they spend a lot of time with marketing. Okay, I need to market, I need to do this and this, but marketing is only one pillar. How to grow your business is one pillar. It's really, there are other things. You need to have the exceptional services, so your clients want to work with you and tell all their friends and other people about it. The other thing is you want to make sure that you have a team or you have alliances. So it's a people pillar. We need to really work with others. And then you want also make sure you provide services that are profitable, that you can be able to sustain your business and make money.
Yes.
There are 5, and the 5th pillar is the quality. You want to identify how you can create the wow effect, and how you then can express that. You have testimonials, you share the testimonials, you really identify that wow effect. So there are 5 specific business pillars, which I use then in the strategy for the business. And we usually do like a 1-year strategy. And that's step number 3. Questions from your side, Angie?
No, I really like that. I think that you have to, the clearer you can be on where you're going, what you want to do, and all of that, the better it is. You know, if you're not certain, you don't have that strategy, you don't have the clarity, then, you know, you're going all over the place, busy, but not really getting anywhere, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's really, really important. Yeah. Yeah. So that's
so
great.
that was step number 3. You develop your business strategy based on your 5 business pillars.
Yeah.
And then step number 4, you want, of course, to make it happen. So you want to create the action, and we develop very specific actions together. So my clients and I, we look at the strategies like, okay, I want to do this and this and this for 2021. What actions can I take? And we are specific, and also looking at the time frame, so we don't get all overwhelmed to say, oh, I have to grow my business like 100% right away. No, it's like very specific. You want to know, okay, do I do something right now this month or next month? And when I kind of plotted out what I want to do and when, then I have a clear plan and can understand. It's like, okay, when I'm going forward and producing this and doing this, maybe you produce a new program or service, or maybe you work on your marketing. So when you have a clear plan on moving forward and the actions, then you can actually take inspired actions, because most entrepreneurs, they get a little bit overwhelmed and then they give up, almost like, oh, there's too much to do. I can't do it. So the step number 4 helps you to put it in bite-size chunks. And there's also research that when we have accomplished things with milestones, with smaller steps, every time we accomplish something, we actually release dopamine in our brain, and that keeps us inspired and excited about the next step. So we want to break it down, and that is in step number 4, about the actions and how we are moving forward.
Yeah, I like that. There's studies as well, isn't there, that, you know, people they overestimate what they can do in the short term, but underestimate what they can do in the long term, you know. So everyone tries to do everything all at once, like you said, and get overwhelmed. So that's true. And I like what you said too about when we achieve something. So I think another good strategy is, when we do achieve something, is to have a little reward, you know, like to say, you know, and even have it documented. When I achieve that particular step, then I'm going to go to the movies, or I'm going to get a massage, or I'm going to buy myself some flowers, or go whatever it is, just something simple. But like to celebrate the little successes that we have. I think that's important.
Yeah, and that's so important, especially for us who are working as an entrepreneur fairly alone, because people who are employed, they get like from their boss and, oh, did a great job, or like the co-workers are telling them, oh, this was really good. But we are working on our own, and yes, we get amazing client testimonials, but still it's this everyday working and pursuing your goal. It's so important that we break it down in pieces and then reward ourselves. That's actually step number 5, where I have a success system where we identify, okay, every month you're looking at your strategy and at your action, and you look at what you accomplished, and then you identify, okay, this is accomplished. You reward yourself for your outcomes and for your effort. Remember, reward yourself for your effort as well, because the effort counts. Even you might not have achieved everything you wanted to achieve, but as long as you are trying, as long as you're taking one little step forward, you are going to get to your destination. So rewarding yourself for your effort, for your accomplishments, and looking at your strategy every month, and then updating and saying, okay, I did this already. Now we are going to tweak next month. I'm going to do more of this or more of this. That's very important. And then also break it down into weekly. What in the coming week, what are you going to focus on? What are your priorities? And then reward yourself for your weekly accomplishments. And then I break it down in daily too. What will I do tomorrow? I write down my key 3 to 6 goal achieving actions for tomorrow. And at the end of the day, I reward myself for that. And I feel good. I give myself smiley faces. I say, this is great job. I did a great job. And so whatever I can reward myself with here, I have a bunch of emojis around here. And so I make sure that I appreciate my efforts and my outcomes.
That's great. That's really big. I love that little smiley face. You actually made me think about. I love it. About Louise Hay, and she actually does a lot of mirror work, and so like having a mirror somewhere and saying to yourself, "Congratulations! What an awesome job you did today." Like that sort of thing. That would be pretty cool too.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah. I do have different smiley faces, and I have in the bathroom I have huge mirrors, and I have some smiley faces and some affirmations and things like gratitude, affirmation, rewards, and all of that help us to increase our energy, inspiration, and keep us inspired, because I know here our audience is mainly entrepreneurs, and entrepreneurs, business owners, we are pretty lonely at times. We are working with people, but we have always to be our best. And our clients, we cannot vent to our clients. We do need sometimes to get more inspired and to get support from others. So it's important for us to first reward ourselves, and secondly, to reach out to others and work with others. Yeah. Being always on our own is harder. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So then, step number 6. So the 6th step is the mindset. As you know, 80% of business success is really mindset. And what happens when we are having negative self-chatter, doubt, we get quick frustrated, or we focus on the lack of things, then we are not staying inspired to achieve our goals, because we will only get results when we take actions. And as you know, nothing happened by itself. We do have to take actions, and the more effective we are, the better our results will be, and the better our profits and successes. So the step number 6 is the mindset. Helping yourself to get out of negativity. When you have this negative, oh, it's not going to bring money, it's not going to work, we are not going to be successful, write down the negative and then reframe it into the positive.
Yes.
It's not going to bring money. Just say, every day I'm making more money. Sometimes you cannot, when you reframe it in the positive, sometimes the opposite is too perfect, but then break it down in little pieces again. Every day better. Every day I'm making more money. Every day I'm more effective. Every day I'm growing my clientele. So talking about to yourself about better every day a little bit is very helpful, because our mind doesn't want to believe that it's perfect if we have doubt in our successes.
Absolutely, I agree. There's a lot in what you just said, actually. I think if people have a vision statement and they've written it down and they're reviewing it all the time, and even a list of affirmations that they can review every day, and just have it somewhere that they can see. And there's a study, and actually you just reminded me, and I'm going to do this actually. There's a study that I read somewhere that people wrote out a little statement, like a paragraph really of what they wanted to achieve, and then they put it somewhere that it was obvious, and they read it like every day, and they had it like right under, and the results they were getting in 30 days was just amazing. So that's something that
it is amazing. You can talk yourself into anything. And when you write a positive affirmation, especially the opposite of your negative mind chatter, write it down, you read it over and over, you write it over, you tell it to yourself aloud, or even in front of the mirror. And what I do, I have all of those things recorded on my phone. And then I listen to it over and over and over again, and listen to it in your native language. So my native language is German. And all my gratitude and all my affirmations are in the German language, because early on in my childhood, that's where my subconscious was formed. And that's all where either success or failure, limiting belief or confidence is in our subconscious. And I can reprogram it with consistent repetition, positive affirmation, imagery, and all of that. So it's so important to, tell yourself that over and over, because over years, we get into that negativity. So we need time to get out of it and get back into the positive.
Absolutely. And I can remember going to an I Can Do It conference from Hay House.
I've been one too.
Yeah, now who was it? Joe Dispenza was there. And he actually showed this video of the neural pathways in the brain. And it was so fascinating, that you have that belief like I'm no good, or it's not going to work, whatever. And that's the pathway, and it's there. But as you change it and reframe it, there's a little pathway, a little tiny little feather goes. And then when they keep saying it, that pathway gets stronger and stronger and stronger, till eventually it actually takes over that negative belief. It's really, you can see it happening like in someone's brain. It was fascinating. Yeah.
Yes, we can physically change our brain with our thoughts, and it takes a bit time. It's like almost in a forest. You go and you go new ways and create new ways. You have to go again and again and again until you created those new paths. And then suddenly they stay and they're there. And we connect our neural pathways that connect the positive or the negative. So if we keep firing the negative over and over again, they get bigger and bigger. But if we keep firing the positive, then they grow and grow. So we can actually anatomically change that. And Dr. Joe Dispenza has done a lot of really great research. It's a very powerful way to reprogram our mind.
Oh, absolutely. And the thing is what you said, like it's over time. You can't, it's like if you're going on a diet, for example, you want to lose weight. And so one day you decide that you're going to eat healthy. It doesn't happen in one day. You're not going to lose all the weight in one day. It's over time that change happens. And it's the same, isn't it, with our mind? Because the belief's been there for so long, whatever it is, one time you say those affirmations, it's not going to change that belief. It's got to be repeated,
Yes. Because it's not only our belief, as little kids, we take on our parents' beliefs, our environment. We already, a baby 5 months in utero can already sense the mother's or the surroundings feeling and energy. So if the mother is worried about money, then the baby comes into the world already imprinted with that worry. Or if there's a lot of joy and happiness, then it's imprinted with that. So then, of course, over time, it gets reinforced. Negative experiences can grow more negative, or they can get positively reinforced. And, the great studies at schools of kids in New York who really didn't believe they could do anything, and then someone came in and gave them a vision, gave them a goal, and those kids went to college and all of that. So we can have a really positive change, but it takes repetition, and it takes also getting emotionally involved with what we want. We get really excited about, yeah, that's what I want, and we stay inspired and we take action.
Oh, absolutely. That's really, yes, I agree with all of that. That's really true. It's just, it's having that goal, having that inspiration, and the brain doesn't know the difference between a negative statement or a positive statement. It doesn't know. It's just a statement. It's just a bunch of words. You know what I mean? Like it's whatever we say, that's what the brain's going to take on. So if we say the positive over the negative, that's what's going to happen, isn't it? It's going to take on the positive.
Yeah, and in my best-selling book, actually, it's here. There, I point out the imagery and describe the imagery. So the brain does not know the difference between what's real and what's imagined. Yes. If I imagine myself being really successful, getting in front of the huge audience, and having just an amazing presentation, and if I keep reimagining that and getting into that, telling myself how amazing I'm doing that, then when I actually have the opportunity to do that big presentation, I'm very confident because my mind already tells me, oh, we have done it so many times already, so it's easy. So that is in the imagery. It's how high-performing athletes and high-performing leaders really prepare themselves through imagery. Yes. And self-talk creates already images, but even just creating a clear image of what we want to accomplish, who we want to be, that's a very powerful concept.
It is. Thank you so much. That's great. I love these 6 steps. They're really, really awesome. So how can people contact you? I'd like, if they want to talk to you, maybe find out more information from you, what's the best way for them to contact you?
Yeah, best way, and here on Zoom is my full name, ulrikeberzau.com. And that is my website is my full name, ulrikeberzau.com. And they can also via Facebook, we both on the Facebook Messenger, LinkedIn, everywhere on social media, just put in my full name and you will find me. I use my full name consistently. You can also email me directly. You can either use my full name on Gmail or on ulrike@ulrikeberzau.com. But I do also offer a free strategy session. And when you go to my website, there is like a big red thing, free strategy session, click on it. And you can register right away. You can also get a free ebook there. You can also subscribe to my newsletter. So just, go to my website, contact me. It will be fun to talk to you.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, I'll pop the website in the comments below. And yeah, it's been such a pleasure to actually talk to you today. It's been awesome. So thank you so much. You've shared so much with us. So thank you so much.
Yeah. Thank you, Angie. And I'm excited about connecting again and all your followers who are really benefiting from your services. So it's fun to collaborate.
Thank you, Ulrike. And bye to everybody who's watching. Have the most amazing and abundant day today. And we look forward to catching up with you again sometime really soon.
Bye-bye, everyone.